Hey guys, Adam here. I wanted to do a little bit of an update on my pfSense system. The system itself has been working well, but there are a few changes and updates that I wanted to make to it. Namely, I want to replace the case. There's nothing particularly wrong with this case, aside from the fact that it has a really bright blue LED that lights up the entire room that it's in, which is pretty annoying. I'm going to replace the hard drives with two 2.5-inch 40 gigabyte Hitachi Travelstar rather drives. I have 2 gigabytes of RAM. I'm going to replace the 4 that are currently in there because 4 is a lot more than I need. 2 is probably more than I need, but I'm still going to do that. And then I have the Silverstone ML06. This is really a home theater PC case, but I thought it would work well for my application. And then power supply to go with that as well. So I'm going to get the case out of the box here, since that's the thing I'm probably most excited about, and we'll take a look at it. Alright, well, here is the case out of its packaging here. It's actually surprisingly heavy. It has a really thick aluminum faceplate on the front. I took the liberty of pulling those screws out already. Have a look inside. It's pretty cramped. You can actually put a 3.5-inch hard drive in here, or I believe a 120mm fan, but I'm going to be using the drive caddy over here with a couple of hard drives in it. I think it can fit 4 2.5-inch drives. It's got a half-height PCI expansion slot, and along with a full-height one here if you wanted to use like a riser or something, I guess. But this should be a pretty tight case to build in, but I think it's going to work out nicely. This is the power supply that I purchased as well. This is the let's see if we can get it to look here. FSP group. Basically, I think it's like a 300-watt SFX power supply. One problem I do notice is that it has the fan here on the bottom, and I'm not sure how the ventilation is going to work out on that. I guess the case has a vent in the. I think I have to mount it facing up because I think the case actually has a vent in the right place for that. So I think I have to mount it with the fan facing up so that it will have somewhere to pull air in. So I'm going to get this power supply mounted up, get the motherboard and everything transferred over, and hopefully this will be the last time I have to mess with this pfSense box for a while. I think this case will fit in better in the living room. Well, that was quite an ordeal getting everything in there, but the build is done. I kind of jammed a bunch of power cables in there. There's a bunch more stuff jammed in through there. There was not a lot of room, as you can kind of see there, so if something breaks in this, it's going to be a tremendous pain to take it apart and get even just the hard drives out. I did put both drives in there. You can kind of see them tucked away in there. The reason I put 2 drives in I didn't actually mention before is that when I install pfSense, I'll be able to actually mirror those drives. So if one does fail, I'll have a redundant drive, and it'll give me a little more time before I actually have to go ahead and fix something. So I'm just going to see if this thing powers on. I need to get a monitor out and stuff, I guess. Alright, well, here comes the moment of truth. I got power hooked up to it and everything. Let's flip the switch on, and this button is kind of tucked underneath here. A little hard to hit there, but looks like that's all working. Do we have a picture? Come on, focus. Camera. Yay, we have a picture. So I'm gonna go ahead and get not FreeBSD, pfSense installed here, and I'll probably go through an actual setup thing on a virtual machine with that later, but I just want to get this thing going because my internet is out right now while I'm working on this. Alright, well, I'm just going through the installer now, and this thing's pretty quiet. I think I like this case a lot better. I think it's going to work out pretty nicely. It seems like it's going to be a decent build. I don't know why I'm so out of focus again, but anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.